is up, you guys? So in this video I'm going to show you guys my new collection of sample packs, and I'm going to make something really quick with you guys and kind of show you what's in these sample packs. So there's 330 samples in these 4 packs. Now I was going to release each of these packs for $5 each on my web store, but I felt like it'd be just a better bundle kind of thing. So now you get all 4 for $10. So that's kind of me doing my new idea of yeah, a lot of web stores out there for sample packs and whatever and templates are really overpriced, and I used to, you know, do work on those kind of websites, and I'm glad I have my own web store now because I can offer things at a much more fair price and it's a lot cheaper. So I kind of want to make the best value web store for EDM type stuff. So I'm going to be adding more $5 type products to my web store and things like that, $5 templates and things like that. So I have a template right now on my website for $5, and this is going to go up there for 10. So, you know, I'm going to start adding cheaper stuff. So I don't want anything on my web store to cost more than $15. So everything's 15 or less. So I'm going to show you now this bundle now. So we have a collection of 3 of these packs are just loops and stuff like that, so it's just loops. And then we have a builder's pack, which is just things like noise and risers and atmospheres and things like that. So everything you heard in the intro was actually just something from one of those packs, except for the kicks. Those kicks are from a previous pack of kicks that are on the top of my website. But what we're going to do, the best way for me to show you is just to kind of delete everything I have here and just make something new with these packs. So the first thing I would do is probably go use the builder's pack. So the builder's pack is kind of just the things I start with. So we have all the major and minor scales, so every key is down here in MIDI. So let's say I want to do something in A minor. I just grab the A minor scale, and now all the notes that are inside the A minor scale are here, so you just select them all, push them off to the side, and now you're ready to go. So that's just kind of an extra thing I threw in this this bundle right here. So we have all the scales, so you can just quickly drag and drop and start working in the right key. We also have the noise. So we have, for me, in every song I need some white noise in some parts. So for me, it takes kind of, you know, a few minutes to get flangered white noise going, or LFO'd white noise, or rising white noise, which just means it's like flangered and chorused, and you're just bringing up the dry wet amount, and it makes it seem like the white noise is moving upward or uplifting, and it's not really a pitch riser. It's more of just it's hard to describe, but it takes a few minutes to make each of these. So for myself, I bounce them all down to save some time. So, you know, right here I have some flangered white noise. Flangered white noise was made popular by, you know, groups like Swedish House Mafia that have those kind of things in there. So it's just a really cool white noise. And then we have some sidechained ones, some lightly sidechained ones, and then unprocessed white noise. So, you know, whatever you need, it's in there if it's noise. And then I have some basic riser stuff. So 3 in the key of F and 4 in the key of D. Just, you know, a quick riser just to grab one. I actually use those a lot in a lot of my stuff just because it's right there and ready to go. And then I have some basic fill stuff. So these are not fills for every type of genre. These are more for deep or tech house type genres. So I could just play you all of those. So like that right here. So, you know, if I now bring all this stuff over here, unreverse this because that's what I did in the before this video. Take out all this, some of this stuff, like that. So you get the idea of how that works. So that's what the fills are kind of like. And then the atmosphere stuff are just tonal things, just things that kind of just set a like kind of like impacts, but they're just more tonal. So play you all these. So you kind of get the idea of how those go. And with some of these, you'll have to unwarp them when you drop them in. So they were all made at the BPM of 128, but some of them you just have to unwarp to, you know, get the right timing of it. Cool. So that's the basic builders pack. So just MIDI stuff, basic samples that just get you ready to go. And now we can go into the offset loops pack. So there's 28 offsets in here. That's 28 loops, but there's variations to each loop, so that means it's over like 60 samples or something like that. So with all the other loops, there's variation to each one. So we have typically 2 versions of each loop, one with kick and one without kick. I did that because when I use other sample packs, I'll hear a really cool loop that I want to use, but then they'll have done something stupid like put a kick in there, and I already have kicks in my track, so you know, I don't want those kicks conflicting or not being in the right key with each other, and I don't really want to transpose it at the same time. So you know, it's a bitch to kind of remove those kicks out of loops. So I didn't want people to do that with my stuff. I wanted just to make loops with kick and then that same loop without the kick. So we'll see which variation is which. So let's play this one. So 28A is the one with kick and B is the one without kick. So I'll play a few more of these. So we're going to go with 15A, that's the one without the kick. We'll just drop it in here. Cool, so let's grab another one just for fun. So another one without kick. Sometimes I use the versions with kicks if it's like the big start of another track, and then I'll find out the key of that and then match the other kicks I bring into that. So, you know, that's kind of the way I would use the versions with kicks. So now let's move on to the next pack. Okay, let's put that in the right spot. So that's kind of the idea of the offset loops. So obviously what they are is kind of in the name. They're just loops that are offsetting the kick to add some groove and kind of break that traditional stagnant feeling of a four to floor. So now let's go into the minimal deep / tech loops. So they're all called minimal loops, but some of these are more deep house or tech house styled and flavored than others. And so there's 114 loops in here, but with variations, that's like 190 samples. So let's play some of these. Now, it's kind of hard to show you everything that's in these packs because each loop is so different from any other one. So there's definitely a lot of flavors and a lot of different types of influences in these. But the common thing that you'll notice is that they're all a little bit abstract and a little bit different. For me, that's what loops should be. They should be abstract and different because loops are, for me, they're there to add organic a groove to a track. They're meant to break up that grid feeling. That's what loops are to me. They're there to make a track feel more lively. So you don't really want boring loops that have, you know, 4/4 patterned hi-hats and snare on 2 and 4. I mean, that's just easy enough for anyone to do with normal samples. So with loops, why not just go with something that's abstract that'll break up that stagnant feeling? So that's kind of the idea with loops that I like. So that's why mine are more abstract and more, I don't know, kind of more organic. Cool, so let's find another one as well. I like that one. So let's throw that one in there. Let's try a different one. So just like I said earlier, you'll see variations to each loop. So we're gonna go with the 111/B, just because that one's the one without the kick. So it makes it more easier and cleaner to use. And let's take that one out and find something a little bit more minimalistic. So in some cases you'll see some loops that have no variation. They're just the simple clean version by itself, like 67. So let's throw that one in there. And let's go into the last one. So the house loops, there's 62 loops in here. With variations, that's like 150 samples. So we're just gonna find one of these, and that should be good enough. Let's try that one. That seems pretty cool. But let me hear the variation. So, alright. I get the kind of flavor that the kick was. And let's find another. So in the house loops, there'll be more kind of mainstream house, just a little less abstract, basically. So we can use some of these. So let's try that one, and let's see how that sounds. There's obviously a lot of loops over each other, so the ideal thing is to use, one or two with, at a time or something like that, or just find a good balance. I'm just kind of throwing these all on top of each other, so it's kind of funny. But hopefully I got to show you guys what's in each of these packs, and hopefully you guys all check them out. So thanks guys for watching, and late.